Hi Sagittarius, welcome to a life path reading for September 2020. It's Raina here. So this is kind of like a philosophical type of reading that I do from time to time. And not that it can't have like the things that are really happening in your day-to-day life, but kind of looking at it as a phase and, you know, from the spiritual perspective more. So as a Sag, I'm kind of looking forward to this myself. And I will tell you what the cards mean as I wow. Well, that's nice. I'm digging this. I'm going to tell you, I really dig this. Okay, so let's look at some past influences that have led to what is going on. The Ace of Pentacles, you can see the archway, which is considered a portal. Ace of Pentacles can be like some kind of money that you have received. Now, this would have been in the past, or a new job, or even a new approach to your business or money-making endeavors. And, you know, Jupiter, our ruler, is still retrograde, and actually in September will go direct on September 12th. So, for Sag, this has been a time maybe of thinking about things related to money, because Jupiter's in Capricorn. That's the second house for Sag. So if you have felt that money has been tight lately and things like that, whether you have known about this transit in this particular second house or not doesn't really matter, because you may have been rethinking your money situation anyhow. And that may lead to things changing once Jupiter goes direct. So when Jupiter goes direct, especially as it continues onwards, because remember that it has to come out of its shadow too. So it's going to be a while before that happens. But you may find that your money situation improves more and more as September, comes to a close and into October. And perhaps some of you have started a new job in the recent past. And the other card that I got here along with that is the Ten of Cups. And this can be a card that impacts your home life, your family, where they are happy, maybe because you're happy, maybe because they know that you're gonna be able to pay the bills again. If there's some money, the Ten of Pentacles, which is at the bottom here, is specifically connected to an inheritance. And we did have a solar eclipse in Cancer. We actually had two new moons, one as the solar eclipse in Cancer, which is the 8th house for Sag, and that's the inheritance house, other people's money, in other words. So for some of you, this may have been some kind of inheritance that you might have gotten, and it gives you a new lease on life, because you're able to do more with your life, and also it kind of creates more peace within your family, because you don't have to worry about things, and you're not tense, and so they're not tense. Ten of Cups can be a marriage card. So there may have been a lot of changes in your life, or at least some of you. The current, no, that was the past. The current, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is about maybe actively trying to become more detached about a specific situation, or if this is just concerning your, you know, yeah, like when I say a specific situation, like you have to make a choice about something, and maybe in the past you've been very emotional about it, and you don't quite know what to do when you get emotional, because your heart has you, you know, it tugs on your heartstrings, and then you feel like you should do the exact opposite. Then we also have the Nine of Wands, which is a card of boundaries, and that may be because if you know, this, I'm wondering like if this has something to do with maybe even relocation, even though the other cards are not specifically indicative of that. I feel like it could still be in play here, where with the Ace of Pentacles, if you have gotten a new job, or if you've recently gotten married and then your partner has gotten a new job, and perhaps they want you to pull up your life, or you know, pull up stakes and move somewhere else, or you know, you're concerned about not being with your partner because if you get this job yourself and then you can't do it, and it's kind of like with the Nine of Wands, this issue of boundaries, like who has the right to demand something of another person, and is it okay to accept a job offer if you've just gotten married and your partner is like, hey, you know, I want you to be here with me. What are you doing? Why are you going over there, you know? So the outcome cards, the Ten of Pentacles, this is a card of generational wealth. So this can actually mean, you know, if you have recently met somebody and you feel like they are the one, this is kind of like a affirmation of that. Like I said, this is like an inheritance card, so it could be talking about receiving some money that comes from a member of the family, and it's kind of a legacy type of thing. This is a very good money card in general for you, regardless of what is going on in your life. And then that's why I was kind of oohing and eyeing, because the other card I got was the Chariot card. And one thing that is just popping out at me with the Chariot card, because this is, you see the two horses, and horses are associated with Sag. And, you know, the sun, I can never pronounce it, as a centaur, centaur, and, you know, half man, half horse. I mean, that's Sag's symbol. But I also think of horses because I think of wild horses. I think of freedom, and you know, and that's an interesting thing that this is the, you know, one of the final card that I pulled, because it's supposed to be beyond duality. You know, that's why they have a black horse and a white horse, and it's like the person is they're in the driver's seat, and this is a travel card too, by the way. But this can be a card of success. But you're maintaining that kind of balance in spite of, you know, maybe people trying to pull you in different directions. And this is one of those things where sometimes, you know, there might be something good that is going on in your life, but other people's reactions to it can be what is hard to navigate. You know, if there is a situation where you're the one who is having the success and you're with somebody, maybe it's a new partner, a new spouse, and they, you know, expected you to kind of just kowtow to them or surrender to them, and you're like, no, I'm going to, you know, take advantage of this opportunity, this would be suggesting that they're not going anywhere. So the Ten of Pentacles is kind of like one of those cards of like, you're going to have kids, you're going to have grandkids, and you're just going to, have this legacy. So don't worry about that something is going to be cut short because of maybe you're having this conflict. Somebody, if some people are newlyweds, that certainly is something, there's always that adjustment period anyway, where you're trying to see what each person is, willing to, how flexible they are and stuff, and things like that. But this can be very good for career matters with the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's like getting paid very well, but also having that success. So, and the Ace of Pentacles is good for money too. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm trying to think how this is going to relate to me, but I just like to keep it more open-ended when I think about myself, but also when I'm doing it for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Sag. And if you would like a private reading, I am promoting my whole enchilada special price for 2 full-length readings, natal chart interpretation plus tarot reading. The link below will take you to the order page, will show you that reading and the other types of readings I offer. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.